Hold up, wait a minute. Let us get Dineva in it, baby. Y'all know y'all didn't want me to enter this conversation because I am going to T.I. tell it like it is. And honestly and truthfully, we actually can wrap the video right now at the 20-second mark because Kenya's dead ass wrong. That's where it starts, and that's where it starts. Want to talk about it? Girl, now we're going to have a real grown lady conversation, all right? And this conversation is going to require a lot of us to have a lot of emotional intelligence. It's going to require a lot of us to put to the side who our faves are. It's going to require a lot of us to overlook past history and simply deal with the facts of the present and what's going on in the moment. Here is how I want to start this conversation. If you are one of those people who, in this moment, you want to play devil's advocate, you want to play the what if game, you want to play all in the gray area, and you want to be all obtuse about the situation, then you might as well go ahead and log out right now because you're going to be upset for the remainder of the video because this is not one of those situations where playing devil's advocate is necessary. We're not going to operate in the gray, and we're not going to be obtuse about it. Let's talk real facts. Here is all you need to know on whether or not Kenya was right or wrong. Not a single one of her cast members was in support of what she did. Could you see every woman's face in that moment? They were like, oh, shit, y'all. We don't step in some dog shit. Did you see Porsha's face? Did you see Cynthia's face? Everybody wanted to leave. They had to leave. Now, I know some of y'all are going to say, Funky Dineva, you always say you can't do wrong to somebody and tell them how mad to get. And that is the 100% truth. You can't do wrong to somebody and tell them how mad to get. I'm just not understanding what initial wrong that Brit did to Kenya to make her respond this way. Now, there's going to be some of y'all out there who are going to sit up here and do this whole, yeah, Funky Dineva, but she threatened her with a gun. Yeah, Funky Dineva, but she threatened her with a gun. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Kenya did not feel threatened for her physical safety by any stretch of the imagination. Kenya did not fear for her personal safety by any stretch of the imagination. Here's how you know, all right? A little behind the scenes. When these girls fear for their personal safety, or when they've had it up to here with another one of their castmates, the first thing they do is call up to Bravo Corporate and complain to whoever the high-level execs are, and they wear them people's phone out, and they get them people an earful in their ear until somebody up there acquiesces or somebody up there waves a magic wand to help one of those ladies get their way. If Kenya truly felt threatened for her life, she would have pulled one of those Karen white woman moments where she would have went up there, called them damn people, told them people how she can't come to work, how she feel threatened, how she need to get a restraining order, this, that, and the third, right? And then you mean to tell me you are apprehensive and scared about this new girl because you don't know about this new girl. She's unpredictable. You got to do background checks and stuff. You scared that a bitch will pop off and shoot you, but you wasn't scared to show a picture of her performing fellatio knowing that she would likely be there. It would seem to me that would be the one moment where you'd be scaredest. it would seem to me that if you were so concerned about this girl being so unstable to the point where she would shoot you or fight you or anything of that sort, that you damn sure would not do anything like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I was a shooter, or if I was worried about somebody going to beat me up or shoot me, I don't think the best course of action would be for me to expose any type of pornographic material about them as somebody who is scared, because I don't know a person alive who, being in their most vulnerable moments, performing fellatio on somebody. I don't know a person alive that would not trigger into them beating their ass. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's convenient, not just Kenya, all of the ladies, y'all like to do this whole women's power thing, and we're women, and I'm a mom, and I could never do that to another mom, and I could never do that to another woman, and it's just like, All right, so let's get into the whys of all of this. Let's get into the whys that we think some of all of this is going on. Am I the only person who kept picking up on, I'm the queen, you're a peasant, don't come for me? I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Let me see what she said. I'm that bitch. There it is. I'm that bitch. Kenya kept driving the point home. I'm a queen. I'm that bitch. I'm that. And I had to ask myself, what does a person have to be feeling inside for them to keep declaring, I'm that bitch, I'm that girl, I'm the queen? The only thing that I can come up with, and I don't know if this is true, false, or somewhere in the middle, the only thing that I can come up with is that Kenya feels threatened that somebody is coming for her spot. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. From where I sit on the outside looking in, I don't think that any of the girls are a threat to Kenya. This is me on the outside looking in. I don't think Kenya has any reason to be threatened by any one of these ladies. I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been around the bunch enough to know that there is something else going on in the background. There is something else that transpired in the background that set all of this off. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be something as simple as, Kenya heard something negative that Brit said about her before they even started filming. Okay? And that's what prompted her to come in the way she came in, meeting Brit off rip. I'm telling y'all, there's going to be some small, minute piece that makes all of this make sense. Why do I say that? Okay, because Kenya's energy was off the moment she met Brit and they had that ring conversation, okay? And please miss me with the bullshit, because Kenya is one of those people where she does just enough to poke you and get under your skin, but not enough for you to be able to call it out real big and not look crazy. You know what I'm saying? People feel what they feel. We've all did it. We have all walked into a room, walked into a birthday party of people we didn't know, and you go around and you speak, hey, you know what? I'm a hugger. You know what I'm saying? We hug, and then you get around the table, and it's that one person, and just their energy just wasn't, they just didn't give you what everybody else gave. And it leaves you feeling like, ooh, okay, I don't think she featured me too much, so I'ma just kind of go down here. At the point in which Brit was talking about her ring or whatever, and maybe Kenya wanted some clarity, maybe she didn't. I'm going to be honest, based on Kenya's past track record, I definitely think it was the situation where she was trying to embarrass Brit. Y'all have to admit, the contention started with the ring thing. That's your ring. Are you married or not? Where's your wedding band? That's the anniversary of the first ring. Listen, it's shady. It's shady. Big shade, little shade, medium shade. It's shady. and you just met me and you're being shady. So this brings us to Angela's event at the bank off Bankhead or whatever. They get there. Again, Brit's not stupid, okay? Kenya came in and hugged everybody. And then when she got to Brit, you know what I'm saying? She gave her the fake church hug. And Brit called her out on it. Oh, that's all I get. And then Kenya again. Oh, girl, I just don't want to get makeup on you. That girl ain't stupid. Again, she did just enough. What? I hugged you. I spoke. But Brit knows what she's feeling, guys. We're not finna gaslight Brit in this moment. Now, here's the thing. I gotta give Brit a little, right? I gotta give Brit a little. We tend to do this thing, black people, when we get upset, it becomes, you don't know me. You don't know where I'm from. I'm from the south side of Chicago. Bitch, I'm from Miami. I'm from the Poker Bean Project. Bitch, I keep my peace on me at all times. Bitch, I air this bitch out. That's the posturing that we do when it's time to fight. What was said? What was said? Because if y'all want to bang in this Red Lobster, baby, I can go to the trunk. I can go to the trunk, bitch. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. There I have Admiral's Feast and shrimp scampi butter all on this parking lot. I air this bitch out. That's what it was, okay? I added. That's what Brit gave. No one took Brit serious. If production would have took Brit serious, she wouldn't have been back. If Bravo would have took it serious, they wouldn't have aired it, and they would have ceased filming with Brit. Who did they choose to cease filming with? They chose to cease filming with Kenya because, guys, you can't slice it and dice it. Kenya was wrong. Now, here's what's messed up. Kenya, when you had that meeting with Kelly on the previous episode, excuse me, and you talked about putting in $400,000 worth of capital into your business, I was like, you go, girl. You go, black woman. Take your money, sink it into your business. And from what we saw on television, it is an amazing spot. I don't know quite where it is in Atlanta. I haven't read past it and I haven't heard anything about it. But I hope her salon does well and is extremely prosperous. But it just goes to show how you can allow somebody else to cause you to ruin what you got going on. And this episode was the biggest lesson to me. I needed to see it, especially based off of the media shitstorm I just went through a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. It just made me realize it's not worth it. And what's disappointing to me about Kenya is that I would have never in a million years given another bitch the satisfaction of making my event's grand opening about them, okay? And I believed this from that reunion when Porsha and Kenya got into that physical altercation. While y'all sitting here want to play this game talking about threats and the gun and danger, I think Kenya is one of the most dangerous housewives of them all, okay? I look back at that reunion with that shit she had going on with Porsha, and at the very end of the day, adults should be able to control their emotions and nobody else should be able to bring you to get physical, yada, 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 yada. Miss me with that suburban soccer mom raising my kids like they were on Leave It to Beaver bullshit, okay? There becomes a certain point where people push you to a limit and you bop their ass in the mouth. And I looked at that reunion, right? When Porsha had that fight, well, Kenya was never scared of Porsha. What was the first thing Kenya did when Porsha pulled her hair? The first thing Kenya did was jumped up and said, "You're gone. I'm out of here. You're gone." That was your intention. Your intention was to provoke that girl to do something in order for her to mess up herself on the show. And it feels like you doing the same thing, pushing people to their limits, and it backfired on you in one of the worst ways. Like, I know we all say when one go to hell, we know when one go low, we go to hell. I just don't understand when you look at the overall brand of Real Housewives and what you were setting out to accomplish, why you would go so far, Kenya. Why not just keep that one in your back pocket? Like, what did she do to you that left you feeling so embarrassed and upset that you had to do this to her? And then here's the other thing that's throwing me. I cannot stand when these high earning celebrities and these multi-million-dollar earning people start talking about trying to take food out my pocket, trying to block the way I feed my daughter. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch when Kenya said, trying to block the way I feed my daughter? So again, it's making me think that there is something that was said or done in the background that we are not privy to just yet that has Kenya talking about her spot. I'm the queen. I'm that bitch trying to affect the way I feed my daughter. There is something that is missing between Kenya's spot being on that show and Brit. And maybe it was as simple as Brit saying something like, we need to run that old bitch off the show, and it got back to Kenya. And it could be something that trivial, but there is something that's missing that we got to later find out about it. But no matter how you slice it and dice it, nobody was with the shit. Porsha left, Kelly left, Cynthia was disgusted, Shamia was mortified. It was just all wrong. And Kenya knew it was all wrong. At the end, she realized she had went too far. When everybody was walking out and she saw that nobody was there. And then when Cynthia said what she said, you could see on Kenya's face, she knew she had went too far. Now that's all you broke, wide bite, golden corral, eating first thing on a Sunday morning assholes getting. If you want to get the rest of this review and get down with all my other thoughts on all the other reality TV reviews, then you might want to join the party over at Patreon. Click the link in the description box to join our paid Patreon community and get the tea as we kiki.